everybody, it's me, Jill. Welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 9, Episode 4, Bahama Drama. Okay, I think these ladies need to stop going to the Bahamas. Maybe that's it. I don't know, but we are starting off on New Providence Island yet again, and I'm watching the episode as we go along, so let's get into it. This episode starts the morning after the dinner, and we are getting narratives from all of the women. Nobody is chit-chatting with each other yet. Dorit, I kind of forgot that Dorit and Vanderpump are sharing a room. That cannot have been comfortable. Anyway, Dorit is out on the balcony reflecting. I thought I gave Lucy to a good home, but it turned out not to be. Lisa got a call from a shelter that they had Lucy there. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I really would love to know what happened. Who this woman was. She claims it was somebody who knew PK or, I don't know, worked with PK and Boy George. I don't know. It doesn't sound like she knew this woman very well. And then I want to know what the hell happened. Let's say Lucy bit her too, and I just want to know what led this woman to fairly quickly, I think, give the dog away to a shelter. Also, just to clarify, there's been some confusion as to whether it was a kill shelter or not. Dorit was on Watch What Happens Live, and she adamantly said it was not a kill shelter. But I know that Lisa Vanderpump, in one of her confessionals, I think, called it a kill shelter, which is where I heard it in the first place. I don't know who, is telling the truth on that one. But as much as I'm kind of feeling sorry for Vanderpump, just because, listen, I love Lisa Vanderpump, but I just don't like when it's everybody ganging up on one person. I don't care who it is. Maybe Danielle Staub. I wouldn't mind. But really, any season where it is everybody against one person, I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. So this is starting to feel not great to me. Even though I do believe that Camille, maybe Denise, but definitely Camille seems to be on Vanderpump's side. Now, having said that, there's no way in hell this John Blizzard, whoever he is, an employee of Lisa's, would ever be able to trot that dog out on camera and tell Kyle and Teddy the story without Lisa Vanderpump's blessing. Let's put it this way. If Lisa Vanderpump didn't want that to get out, I think he would be fired. That behavior is beyond presumptuous of an employee, right? These are Lisa Vanderpump's friends, and while Real Housewives is filming, he comes out on camera with that dog. That employee would be fired. So I'm sorry, I love you, Lisa Vanderpump, but you knew what was happening. There was some manipulation going on there. Regardless of whether Dorit was right or wrong, and I don't think she went about it the right way, that doesn't even matter. I think there was a hidden agenda there. Now we get a triple split screen of Vanderpump, Teddy, and Dorit. So while Dorit is on the balcony reflecting, Teddy is running on the beach and she's reflecting as well. She's angry with Lisa Vanderpump because she feels like she was manipulated. She feels like she was a pawn in some scheme that Lisa had to pit her against Dorit. And she's reflecting and thinking that it's because she had such a problem with Dorit last year and their relationship was very tenuous that it would be an easy leap for Teddy to go ahead and be really mad at Dorit again over what she did. How could she do this? How could she give away one of Lisa's dogs to a kill shelter? So she feels played and she's pissed. And then the third part of that split screen is Lisa Vanderpump sitting, putting her makeup on in her room, and she's talking about how, I don't know why they all think I was going after Dorit. It was always about the dog. I never wanted to talk about it. So we get a flashback to when they were sitting in Vanderpump Dogs, sitting around on couches with the cameras there, all talking about it. And Lisa interjecting, I'm not doing this. 1,000% I'm not talking about this, but not stopping it either. So now the three girls who were reflecting are all invited to different activities today. Dorit calls Denise and said, "Hi, Denise. It's Dorit. I rented a boat and I was wondering if you wanted to go snorkeling today." And Denise said, "Yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to." "Okay, great." And then Erica calls Teddy. "Hey girl, wondering if you wanted to go play golf with me today." Teddy says, "I'd love to, let's go." And then Kyle calls Lisa Vanderpump. "Yeah, Lisa, I was wondering if you wanted to go shopping today." And Lisa said, "Okay. All right, meet me downstairs." So we've got our three pairs. Can't imagine what the conversation's gonna be like with them. All right, the commercial's over, let's get back. Oh wait, I forgot about Rinna and Camille. What are those two gonna do today? Okay, so I guess before the boat trip, Dorit and Denise are joining Camille and Lisa Rinna to have a cocktail. And they're getting like frozen daiquiris. And there's this cute little place that has a couple of like stationary bikes out in front where you can spin the bike. That's how you can mix your daiquiri. So Rinna and Camille do it. And I don't know. It's cute, I guess. Then we see Erica and Teddy at the golf course, and oh my God, Erica, I love you, girl, but she has got on Ellie Mae hair with the Gucci visor. It is killing me. You know that this whole going to play golf was all about the outfit, right? Mikey had a perfect outfit for a day of golf, and that's why she had to do it. Oh, okay. Camille and Rinna are going on the snorkeling trip on the boat with Denise and Dorit. That makes more sense. Oh, okay. This is interesting. We're having a little conversation on the boat, and we find out that Dorit had adopted a dog from Lisa previous to Lucy. Yeah, this was Maddie, and Maddie bit Phoenix. So they returned Maddie to Lisa, and then they got Lucy. Okay, so here's what I think's going on. And I don't think Dorit is right, but here's what I think's going on. I think that's why she didn't want to tell her it happened again. She just found somebody else to take the dog. I don't know. I still think, or maybe I just want to believe that Dorit did think she was giving the dog to a good home. And like I said, Camille is defending Lisa Vanderpump. I knew she was feeling like she was on Lisa Vanderpump's side the night before at dinner. So she said to Dorit, "So because it was the second dog, is that why did you feel like you couldn't tell her it happened again?" And Dorit said, "No, I talk to her all the time. I told her the day after I gave her to that woman." Camille's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you talk to her all the time, I think Lisa just wanted you to tell her before you gave it to somebody else." And Dorit is just poo-pooing that. Like, oh, that's ridiculous. That's not what the issue is. I think that is what the issue is. To the confession cam, Camille's like, "I know all the ladies are like upset with what Lisa did, but what about what Dorit did? I'll give away the dog and then I'll tell you after." That's a little bit shady. Side note, what did Camille have done to her face? Good God, ladies, stop. Stop having surgery on your faces. We are all getting old. Just get over yourselves. No, I mean, it's something strange with the lip mouth area. I don't know. Anyway, I do think it seems like that's what's going on. Okay, so Kyle is meeting Lisa Vanderpump at one of the boutiques. And, they go shop. "Yes, I need to shop. I think retail therapy is going to be just what I need." And she makes it very clear that she needs to forget about last night. Kyle tries no less than 3 times to get her to talk about last night. Even though she's like, "Oh, yeah, I understand." She goes, "Oh, yeah, I mean, last night, how about it? What a disaster." "Yes, I really don't want to talk about it. I just need to feel good about something right now." "Oh, yeah, of course." "Oh, look at this stuff. Oh, yeah, that's pretty." So, oh my God, that dinner last night, I don't even think anybody touched the food. everybody was so upset. Lisa's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this right now. And then, she's trying things on, looking at things, putting them up. Oh, this is pretty. And Kyle goes, yeah. Kyle's trying earrings on, and she goes, so did you see Dorit this morning? And she goes, yeah. So, like, was that awkward? Now Lisa's looking at her like, what part of I don't want to talk about this do you not understand? She understands all of it. She just needs to gather some intel to bring back to Teddy when they touch base back in their room tonight. Oh boy. We are in the golf cart with Teddy and Erica, and they're talking about everything, and Teddy said, do you think that I'm somebody who would lie? And Erica said no. And she said, I know for a fact that they were told to tell me, that Lisa's employees were told to tell her. And Erica said, who told them? And Teddy said, Lisa. Apparently, Teddy has proof of this. And she said, I don't want to have to pull out my proof. And Erica's like, you might have to pull out your proof. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I didn't think there was going to be like definitive proof, I already told you guys what I thought my feeling was, that she did do that, but it just feels creepier right now. And now I'm so weird. I almost feel like scared for Lisa Vanderpump. When this comes out, it's going to be, anyway, commercial's over. I got to get back to it. Okay, so the snorkeling trip was a bust. There wasn't anything to be seen in the water, not a fish, not a turtle, not a nothing. So that's kind of all that we saw there. Now we see Kyle and Vanderpump. They're having lunch in a cabana outside. Finally, Kyle got Vanderpump to talk about the whole dog gate. And Kyle's like, because we're close, I feel like I need to tell you what's being said on the other side. And Teddy feels set up. What? That's ridiculous. Why would I do that? And I didn't want it to get out in the first place. And they're talking about, they're your employees. Why didn't you control them? Well, I talked to John Sessa this morning. Okay, so John Blizzard was the guy that I saw that brought Lucy out and said, do you recognize this dog? To Kyle. But John Sessa, I don't even know who that is. In any case, we get a little flashback to that morning when Lisa was on the phone with him and told him what all the ladies were saying, and he goes, that's ridiculous. First of all, I'm not your employee, I'm your partner, and you can't control what I say. So was it John Blizzard that told Teddy, or was it this John Sessa? And who are they both? Oh my God, the plot thickens, and I don't know what I feel like right now. Oh my God, Lisa Rinna. Lisa on the boat now on the way back is going, you know what? You did that for your children. That dog was biting your children, and your children come first. Forget everything else. You've got to take care of your kids. And Dorit's like, yes, that's right. Well, Rinna works herself into a real ditch. She just can't stay in her chair. She is so happy with what she said. She is feeling it, baby. Denise Richards. And Denise Richards looks over and she's like, don't break your neck. Oh my God, you guys, I love Denise, okay? There, I said it. I know it's early, but I love her. Oh boy. Side note, Dorit brought the girls. Oh, they have come out to play. Apparently they like to snorkel. I haven't seen them since last year. Next, we cut back over to Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump, and the baby flamingos come. Oh my gosh, you guys. They're so cute. Okay, we get the obligatory phone calls home. Erica is calling Tom, and Denise is calling her daughter Eloise. And then the obligatory, everybody's getting their makeup on and getting ready because they are going out to dinner. So now Lisa Vanderpump has just called Teddy and asked her to come to her room to have a talk before dinner. So let's find out how that goes. Okay, well, that went well. Teddy walks in and she said, "Am I here for an apology? I mean, like you apologizing to me?" And Lisa goes, "Well, no, I want to find out what's going on." So they go in Lisa's room. She sits there and she goes, "Why am I in the middle of this? I didn't tell them anything." And she said, "Lisa, you told your staff to tell me." And she said, "I didn't know such thing." And she said, "Don't lie. You're smarter than this. You didn't tell Dorit that I knew?" "Well, yes, of course I told Dorit that." And to the confession cam, Lisa is like, "Those two had a tenuous relationship. If I hadn't told Dorit, then I would have gotten in trouble for that." I mean, she's not wrong. She probably would have. But something's fishy. Then Teddy goes in her purse and pulls out her phone and says, "Okay, Lisa wanted me to tell you." She must have said something like, "Lisa wants me to know?" "Yes," was the answer. Lisa said, "Who sent you that?" "John Blizzard." And she said, "I never talked to John Blizzard. I don't even have his phone number." Confession cam. "For God's sake, he's 22. What does that have to do with it? He's your employee. Nobody thinks you're calling him for a booty call. I mean, whatever. He's your employee. What difference does it make how old he is, you know? So one of two things is going on here, because I believe Teddy, I have from the beginning. She's not a conniver, you know? Like, say, oh, I don't know, Lisa Rinna. But I also, there's a part of me that doesn't believe John Blizzard. I think he may be a little pot stirrer of his own. The only thing that, doesn't sit right with me is that Lisa was there when the cameras were on and John Blizzard was parading out the dog. And Lisa, "No, don't say anything, don't." It felt a little, her protesting was a little weak, That bothers me a little bit. Anyway, so Teddy's pissed off and she's like, "You know what? I can't do this. Tell the truth." So she's really mad at Lisa. Again, can I also just say, this all feels very creepy because she just lost her brother. Her brother just committed suicide. Could we not do this now? I mean, yeah, you could argue that Lisa never should have come on this trip, and I'm sure Lisa would agree at this point. But maybe she thought it would be good for her to get her mind off of things. But yeah, it feels particularly creepy to me that they're coming after her so strong. Like, even Teddy calling her a liar. I just have some compassion for her, Anyway, when Teddy comes out of her room, Dorit's out there going, "What's going on?" And Teddy's just saying, "I'm so sorry, Dorit. This is ridiculous. And, it's not your fault. And I don't want to be a part of this." So to the confession cam, Dorit is like, "On the one hand, there's my very good friend. And on the other hand, there's a woman that I have had a lot of difficulty with in the past. And she's defending me. So I don't really know what to think." Yeah. I think we're all confused. Teddy goes back to the room and she's so pissed off. And she said to Kyle, "Just tell me this. How clear were you with Lisa at lunch today?" And Kyle's like, "I was very clear." "Were you though?" And she said, "Then I don't understand why she's acting like she does not understand what's happening here." I mean, I don't know. I'm a little confused about the whole thing. Side note, you know how Kyle's house was burglarized and she lost all of her jewelry and her handbags and everything. So she's been replacing items little by little, and she's looking for a Rolex. So she's picked out two. One, it's like 10,800, and the other is 7,500 or something like that. And so she called Mauricio and she said, "Did you get my text? did you see the watches? And he said, yeah, I saw them. And she said, which one do you like? And he said, I like the one with the blue face, which is, of course, the $10,000 one. And she said, I do too. Is it okay if I get it? And he's like, yes, it's okay. Yes, I like it, and all that kind of thing. This is becoming more than a side note. My side note was, am I the only one who thinks that Rolexes are kind of ugly and very masculine? I guess if I had to pick, I would pick with the one with the blue face too, because that was a little bit prettier, but I don't like them. And there's so many other things I would spend $10,000 on. Leave a comment down below. I want to know what you would spend $10,000 on. Maybe it would be a Rolex. And by the way, anybody out there who, if you own a Rolex, please do not be offended by this. This is just my opinion, and we all have different opinions. My opinion means nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? It's just my opinion. Oh my God, this is weird. So all the ladies are at this beautiful table outside by the pool. Everyone's there making small talk. Oh, how's your day? What'd you guys do? And, catching everyone up on their day. Dorit and Lisa Vanderpump are the last to arrive, and they're sitting on the ends opposite each other. The far end of the table is Teddy. So Teddy and Lisa are as far away from each other as they could be. That does not prevent them from staring each other down. Yeah, it is a bizarre, game of chicken or something. I don't know what is about to happen. I'm equal parts scared and excited. Dorit is acting a little weird too. I mean, and I guess I understand why. She's feeling a little vulnerable with Vanderpump and everything that's happening. But she said, please excuse me for being late. I'm so sorry. Just please forgive me. And she's sitting right next to Erica. And I should also point out that the girls have come to dinner as well. She is in a strapless, black sequin top that is covering maybe the bottom half of the girls, if we're being honest. And Erica is really just eyeballing the girls. And then she goes, boobs, pokes one of the girls in the side. This is an Erica I can get behind. I don't like the Erica who's angry about everything. Oh, okay, well, it was a short dinner for Lisa Vanderpump. With the small talk and everyone talking about their day, somebody finally gets around to asking Teddy, so how was your day? And she said, it started off great, but then not so much. Oh, did something happen? What? And she said, I don't want to talk about it. I'm okay to sit here and be cordial, but I'm not going to be fake. And Dorit said, I know what you mean, Teddy, and I just want you to know that I completely believe you. So Vanderpump's sitting across from her oh, great. And then she gets up and she said, well, she and Kyle are getting up at 4 a.m. to take an early flight to get home because Kyle has to take her daughter to school and Lisa has to work. So they're leaving very early anyway. And she's like, I'm going to go. Thank you. Nobody talked to me. Okay, which not true because Camille, who is sitting right next to her, talked to her. Yeah, so everyone's protesting and she's like, no, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being, she's pointing to, I guess Camille and Kyle. Maybe Erica? I don't know. Because Dorit said, Lisa, what about me? She looked at her like this. Which I get, because you just told Teddy, I believe you 100%. Oh, Dorit. Anyway, she's like, please don't go, Lisa. So let's see what happens after the commercial. All right, well, Kyle goes after Lisa, and Lisa's telling her, we're good, but I'm still leaving. Kyle goes back to the table. Now everybody's talking about Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Rinna, oh my God, she kills me. I love Lisa Rinna, by the way. I think she knows how to bring the drama, and she's a hustler, man. She works damn hard to keep this show exciting. So I'm here for her. I know people hate her, and she's shady as hell, but I'm here for her. Just saying. This is just a TV show to me. Anyway, she's just, Teddy, you should not have to go through this. You're a good person. And when are we going to finally, Kyle, why are you sticking up for her and stuff? And Kyle's finally like, I do not control Lisa Vanderpump. I'm just telling you, I'm her friend. I love her. But yes, she does these bad things. We all do bad things. Then we get a little montage of all the sneaky crap that Lisa Vanderpump has pulled in the past and is refreshing my memory. Teddy's just so upset because she cannot tell a lie. She cannot tell a lie to a fault. She is honest to a fault, I think. It's part of her, I don't know. I think it's sort of how her OCD manifests itself in a way. But they're all talking about, Lisa. Camille kind of tries to defend, well, not really defend her, but what Camille is saying is, listen, I have wanted apologies in the past from my ex-husband, from friends, and sometimes you just don't ever get it. And you have to move on, and friendships need to keep moving forward. So I think her message was we need to forgive Lisa. But the others, Teddy's like, I don't want a friend like that. Why should I keep forgiving her over and over again? That's crazy. So finally, I don't know where this came from, but Erica says, Denise Richards, you should go talk to Lisa. Find out what's going on. I'll give you $1,000 and I've got it in my purse right now. So Denise, my new favorite housewife, says to the confession cam, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but my spidey sense is telling me that you do not want Lisa Vanderpump on your bad side. So, no. Also, I don't need $1,000. Yes. I love it. I love it. Oh, God. Kyle had her Rolex delivered to the table. Like earlier, you see her giving her Amex card to one of the concierge people. So now the Rolex comes to the table and she opens it in front of everyone, and it was a little much. Okay. This was the best call home I have ever seen on one of these shows. Lisa gets back to the room and she tries calling Ken. First, you can kind of hear Ken. Hello. And there's like a garbled voice. Ken, can you hear me? And then beep, beep, beep. Hung up. She's like, ah. So she calls back. She gets his voicemail. So she calls the house. And you hear, yes, Todd residence. And all these dogs barking in the background. And she's like, Rosia. And the woman goes, it's Maria. Oh, Maria. And then you can hardly hear her. All you hear is dogs barking. And then, yes, Miss Lisa. Is Ken there? No, he's not here right now. Oh, okay. Well, can you tell him? Beep, beep, beep. She got hung up on again. Oh, that was a good call home. Okay, so at 4 a.m, we see Kyle and Lisa Vanderpump getting in the van to take them to the airport. I mean, they both look rough, but Kyle had been out partying with the ladies after dinner, and they all had a really good time. And I think she said she had only gotten 2 hours sleep. We get to see a little bit of the hijinks. There's a lot of Rinna dancing. And a lot of shots, and yeah. So now it's like, the sun is out, and we see the other ladies all going to Dorit's for the final breakfast. Dorit wanted to be a perfect host, and again, they're all dressed to the nines. And my friend Denise Richards, she's like, oh my God, they're lucky I had a bra on. I just like her. So they were reminiscing about the fun night and that they had fun, but they were feeling a little funny about, everything with Lisa Vanderpump. Okay, now we are back in Beverly Hills. Oh, Ken Todd just dropped a bombshell. Okay. Lisa's at home, and then Ken comes, and she's like, I had a very bad time. And he's like, well, I can imagine. And she said, no, you can't actually. And she's crying. And he said, well, I spoke to John Blizzard. And I had him print out all his texts to Teddy and all her texts to him. And here's what it says. And he's reading it. How you doing, girl? It was funny. It was just funny hearing Ken talking like John Blizzard. Anyway, but the damning line is that Teddy said, have the dog there, and I will say it looks like Dorit's. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm kind of stunned right now. I just got through saying that Teddy can't lie because of her OCD. I will say this, my gut instinct is, how did John Blizzard doctor these texts? And I don't know that he did or didn't. I'm just saying that was my first gut reaction, because that's how much I believe Teddy. And that's how much I don't believe John Blizzard, because, I don't know who he is, but he just seemed very sassy. And somebody who gets off on drama a little too much. One thing I will tell you, and this is based on a Watch What Happens episode, when Kyle, Lisa Rinna, and Teddy were all on together. It was before the season even started. One of the questions asked of them was if they had any regrets throughout the upcoming season. Kyle and Rinna were both regret-free, although I can't believe Rinna is regret-free, but whatever. Teddy was kind of well, and then Rinna said, you did have one little rough patch there. So that's also in the back of my head, wondering if this is Teddy's bad thing. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't come until much later in the season, but I guess it's just something I keep thinking about. I don't know. I hope not. I like that there's somebody very ethical on the show. It's so refreshing. Oh, anyway. All right, you guys. That's where this episode ends, and that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to Jill Informed if you haven't already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to leave a comment down below. I want to hear all of your thoughts about all of this episode, because I'm confused and I feel like there's a lot going on. So I want to hear your take on it. All right, I will see you next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Bye-bye.